Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Can Do That. So what I have here is a model I made up a while ago, just to rough kind of get an idea. I'm not much for computers, so this is the way I do it. It is fairly close to scale. And today, what I would like to do is lay out kind of what I have here on the actual floor of the bus. I'm missing some pieces. I made a bench and a little like a TV stand on the other side here, but for what we are doing today, this should work just fine. Just to kind of show you what I do have planned here. I'll get behind the camera, it might be a little easier. So obviously there'll be possibly a bench here. I got a little seating area over here. Kitchen space. I'm hoping the bathroom can be this large. And then in the back there, we have toilet, tub, shower area, vanity, and then in the back here is the bed and garage underneath. Probably a little ambitious, but that's fine. And then I do have the underneath area where the wheel wells and that are. And then roof, solar panels, patio. I did have another set of these, but they're gone. And then our, for reference, man, pretty close. But like I said, today's goal, I'm going to pull measurements out of here, lay them out under the ground, onto the floor of the bus, so we can get a better idea of what we want. Like I said, this isn't, I think it's quite a bit wider than we have on the floor. Basically, all I'm using for this basic tape measure, this is fairly close to 1 foot should equal 1 inch in here. We can actually test that right about now. We'll do just across 7 feet. Let's say 7.5 feet. By the time all said and done. So we're narrow by about 6 inches or half an inch. And I don't have a tape measure long enough, but 30 feet. So we're bang on pretty much, actually, which is good. So what I'm just using a tape measure. I got 2 different colors of tape and a Sharpie. And then I didn't capture this on camera, but I spray foamed the gaps as I didn't want a bunch of dust and dirt and moisture getting down beside here. So while we're going along, just remove that. I'll grab. Okay, so roughly 7 feet. We can use this edge as a reference. Now I'm going to try not to put too much marker on the floor, so everything I mark is going to be on the tape. The back to be 1 foot. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put temporary tape right at the inside of 7 feet. I'm going to come out to 34 here. And I'm just going to use this. Feels like it could be pretty good. Good size. So it's 7 feet. I got some panels. Maybe I'll go template one out and we can get some more visual stuff going on in here. Until then, we shall carry on. This is the island that I modeled out. We'll just, looks like we got about 8 feet. 8.5. Basically what I did, I believe, was there to here. Dang, 99 inches. So for this one, I'm gonna use the same color. Same color. Actually, what I have this set at? 2.5 feet. I believe I had them at the same. You know what, we're just gonna match it. I'll just match it. Slice this foam out of here. Oh man. This is our kitchen space, counter area. I'm just gonna pull measurements directly off of here, put them right on the floor. We're not quite this measurement, but I'm pretty close for not having the bus in the area when I was taking those measurements. So we will sail on with that more or less dimension. Just gonna put a little mark right there. I'm just gonna eyeball this one right there. And then I had a 12-inch little deal. Coming this way. Use this. Eyeball it. So to get that measurement, I'm just gonna go in the back of the cabinet, draw a line this way. top of that 45. Feet. Brings us to there. T4. 30. Go from that point to that point. Just touch down like that. Seems like plenty of room. And we'll turn. And my plan is to have everything, the back of the bus, raised up probably 1.5 to 2 inches above the top of these wheel wells. For the bedroom area, I'll lay out the bathroom next. But my idea would be to have all the plumbing and majority electrical, if possible, run under the floor into the kitchen. That way we have full access to it all the time and it's not exposed to the elements. We do live in Canada and it gets freaking cold up here. Okay, so next step, let's figure out these 2 chairs and if they're even gonna be possible. We love cooking, so we want a nice big kitchen. And then I would like to put the mini stove right here, raised up high. That way we get central heat kind of throughout the bus. We'll see. We'll lay that out next. One 3/4 will be 1'8". Squares. Imagine that. I made a square. Math 2'8". It's just 20 inches. You dummy. Come on. Three feet. There. But then that really narrows up this space here. So kind of the idea for this is we still want our own space if we need to get, we're human beings, right? So we're gonna want to be apart from each other once in a while, have our, our space. So my idea is to, kind of like you see on some sailboats, this door to kind of block the space. So we got two separate areas. And then, yeah, that's about it. There's no one then. Just creating a separate space. And then this will also carry on from the cabinet, from the counter space, kind of back to here. 6.5 feet. From here to there. Blue down. This feels fairly cozy, I gotta say. Let's see the model here. How do we got that set up? So according to the model, toilet, tub area. We got a lot in for that tub. 4.5 feet, eh? That's doable. That's doable. Remember, as I said too, this will all be flat through here, pretty much from these chair rails, or whatever they want to call them, across, be flat, straight across here. That's a toilet, sink, and you kind of got this corner. Get into the tub. Won't be a big tub, obviously. It'll be a tub shower. I'm kind of thinking kind of like a mini clawfoot deal, or see what we can find in the size and shape. It'll be a fairly large door if we go that route. But we don't have space here. We might even be able to have a small cabinet or something. We'll see. It's going to be quite a bit more narrow through here. And then our bed. Look at that, set to 5 feet, but we have, gosh, that's a lot. 7 feet. So now I got kind of a rough idea of how the main living area is going to be. A little undecided about what we're going to do on this side. I do want like a little entertainment system coming out. Little cabinet here for boots and stuff. Now we're gonna move on to talking about windows. I got two for the front here. You probably noticed I have the factory window on the other side, driver's side. Don't really love it. I was kind of trying to keep that aesthetic of a school bus, but we're not building a school bus, we're building a Skoolie. We're building a home. So I got these two off of Amazon. They're identical, side to side. I think these ones were like $250 from Rec Pro or something. We have a hard time kind of ordering windows out of the South. So I got these two. I got a couple off of Amazon. A couple were for up here, but they're not going to work out. Regardless, this one obviously need a window here, so that'll be mounted here. I got the same one for the other side, and it should fit pretty much directly in place of that factory window. Not a big fan of this. Every time I go to open this frickin' thing, smack my thumb in here. And I don't like the way that I have it sealed, or don't have it sealed right now, to the sheet metal that I installed up there when I did the roof raise. So this is one of the five, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, one of the 5 windows that I bought used. Now they do need some work. This one's in better shape than the other ones. I know we're missing just the same amount. But they got to be cleaned up. Take the butyl off the back of these. I don't think I'll paint them, but I'll just freshen them up. But I'm thinking because the couch is there, I would like a view. So I'm thinking up as high as I can get it. Somewhere in here. And then I can have a little bench or something underneath coming out. Centered in with our living space here, looking straight forward. That will mean we'll have to cut and put a header in here all the way across top and bottom of that window. Not a big deal. This is the counter space that I have laid out. I do believe we're going to have the stovetop somewhere in here anyway. And I would like the stove to be directly in front of the window. So I'm thinking this one here will also be probably more or less centered on here. Looks like we'll have to cut 2 out, so I might move it over just a bit. Somewhere in there. We'll go through these windows. I do have to freshen them up. They're quite old. And as you can see, can you see? Yeah. The seal here isn't really doing much anymore, so I'll have to buy some seal and reseal that. And I'm hoping these shine up real good. Oh yeah, look at that. They're ready, just a little rub. Some mineral spirits on there and shine her up. Be dandy. Large picture window. I believe it's about 6 feet. Somewhere in there. Yeah, so we got 6 feet of window about. Yeah, it's about 6 feet. This I'm not too sure about. It's very large. It doesn't open. But I think if we were to put it anywhere, either here in the hallway, as we're coming through, we don't have a lot of room for cabinets. And it would be kind of nice to, get out of the bedroom in the morning or come out of the washroom and just be able to look out. So I think that might be a nice spot. That, or in behind the couch. But I would like it to open. So that's kind of why I'm thinking of the bathroom, because then there won't be a lot of airflow through here anyway. So I think that'd be a good choice for this window. Sorry, a little cramp back here, but this is the back of the bus. This will be where the bedroom is. Right below the camera is going to be where that wall. You're basically standing in the corner of the bathroom right now, as where the camera sits. We got two of these odd-shaped windows. This one is broken, unfortunately. So I'll have to find somebody in town here. Let's see if we can get that fixed. It is the sliding part. So we'll have that looked at. Hopefully we can get it fixed, because there's two of these, and I would love these to be in the back of the bus. They got this kind of retro vibe to them with this cool shape here. It is just unfortunate this one is broken. And then, like I said, there's two of them. We want another side of the bus, which I think will be pretty cool. And by the time the bed and everything's in here, you know, we're gonna have to be very limited on space, because I only did a 12-inch roof raise. Kind of regretting that. Maybe should have done 16, but it is what it is now. So we're just gonna move forward with what we have. We will do a whole video on restoring these windows. Not that I am a professional restoration person, but we'll see what we can do. Shouldn't be that hard. All the trim is here, so I don't see it being that difficult. And these are our bonus windows. I bought these. I bought a couple different ones, trying to replace that front window on the driver's side. I didn't like any of the options that I purchased initially. So we have two bonus windows. This one, I don't think it's this orientation. Yeah, this one is this orientation. So I'm kind of thinking these will go in the bathroom, or maybe across from the kitchen. Undecided on that so far, but we have two extra windows to play with anyway. And that wraps up this week's episode here on Can Do That. Thank you for following along, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Cheers.